Exhale. Rotate to the right, keeping the hips shining forwards. Make sure that right hip is not rotating back. Grow tall on the inhale. Exhale, open your arms and circle. Really reaching long through the fingertips. Tiny circles, like the size of a golf ball. Now reverse the circle. We're getting a little shoulder mobility, working on the upper body rotation. And stack the elbows again. And come home. A little more shoulders. Bring your arms up to 90 degrees. I'm gonna walk back so you can see me better. Here we go. So 90-degree goalpost, we're gonna do flip-flops. So one arm is internally rotated, the other is externally rotated, coming from that 90 degrees. So go as far into that internal rotation as you can, and as far back into external as you can. I'm a little limited on the right side, so maybe you'll feel it's easier on one shoulder than the other. Making sure your core is still engaged, you're standing up nice and proud, nice and tall. Adding on to this, when your left arm is up and right arm is down, come into a lateral side bend. So left arm's up, right arm's down, we're pressing through the left foot, your hips are going left, your ribs are going right. So just a nice side bend stretch here. Adding on, so really make sure you got that banana shape. You're really reaching up, you're reaching out of your body, stretching the lat. To make it more challenging, we're going to raise that right foot balance challenge. So you don't need to raise it ridiculously high, but we're getting a little abduction, firing of the glutes, the hip abductors. And as you're holding this, make sure you're really reaching into that side body stretch. So I did this one in a yoga class, and we held it for a minute. We're not holding it for a minute. Let's see if you can reach that left arm up and to the right a little more.
Are the palms facing down?
What?
Are the palms facing down?
Yeah, so the palms face each other.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna hold this for another 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale is 1 full breath. And then very carefully take your arms down to your side. Keep your leg there. And bring that right leg behind the left leg. So you're standing cross-legged like you have to pee. Now inhale the arms overhead. So yeah, you're just standing with the right leg behind the left. Inhale the arms up and exhale, forward fold with crossed legs. So this is our pee-pee forward fold. You have to pee. Release any neck tension by shaking your head yes, no. This should feel good as we just worked the abductors of that right hip and now we're stretching them out. We melt towards the ground. On our next exhale, come up into a squat. So bringing that right foot to the right for a squat. 5 squats here, then we're adding on for a little challenge, balance challenge. For that right hip. 3, exhale up, 4, and 5, adding on, come into a squat, and then come up into a, what do you call it? Do you call this passe, when your toes by your knee?
Yeah, passe, so by the thigh.
Passe something. Now you're gonna open the leg by external rotation, close the leg, squat. That's 1 breath, we're doing 5. So exhale up to passe, externally rotate, come back to passe, and down. So that was 2, 3 more. So working the external rotation at the hip, working on our balance on the left side body. And then 1 more. Or I guess the opposite for you, sorry. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're mirroring me. And then 5 more, but we're changing it up. So squat, come up, no passe. Your knee is in front of your hip, but your foot's just out there. Now, peeing dog, come around to an abduction, circle the leg back. So you're doing a full circle squat.
Oh, oh.
Full circle. The knee is tracing a circle very methodically. And then come down. Up. Knee comes out. So you should get to this nice line right here before coming back forward. 2 more. I think exhale up. So imagine your dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Last one. So working on dynamic balance, trying to stabilize on the opposite leg. Okay, shake out those legs. Other side. So all of that on the other side now. And then we're done with the warm-up. Okay, what did I start with? Okay, back to these flip-flops.
I'm trying to remember too.
It's always hard to remember. I've got it though. So flip-flopping the shoulders. Core is engaged, standing nice and tall. When we have our right hand up and the left arm down, or whatever side you didn't do, I can't remember which side you did, you're gonna hold this. Now, side bend, palms face each other, pressing into that right foot, pressing the hips to the right, the ribs to the left, so you're getting that oppositional force. You're gonna feel that elongation on this whole side of the body, lat, obliques. And option to add on. Really feel that crescent shape, and then press your weight more into the right foot. So you're solidly in that right foot, and then lift the left foot a few inches off the floor for that abduction. Feeling the left glute med working for you. It would be really hard if you closed your eyes. I'm trying, and I'm not going to do it. It's hard.
Crazy.
So just take a moment of silence here. Silence and lengthening. Two more breaths. Final exhale, let all the air out. Keep the leg where it is and bring your right arm down to meet the left. Try to balance here for a second. Place that left leg behind the right. Go into that P stance again, crossing your legs. And inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, roll down, roll all the way down. One vertebra at a time, and just relax any of that tension you're holding in your upper body. And hang out here for a little bit longer. One more breath, and then we're coming into a left, you're bringing our left foot to a squat. So after your next exhale, bring that left foot into a squat and come down and meet me here. Arms out in front if you like. 5 squats right here. Keeping that neutral spine as you bring your hips back, weight in the heels, coming up on an exhale. One more. Adding on, squat, passe. Externally rotate, and then come back. That's 1 of 5. Squat, passe, so right here. Externally rotate, and come back. Down, up. Oh, I got a nice pop there. One more. Then adding on, squat, no passe, foot is out in front of you. You're doing that peeing dog, abduction, paint the circle with your knee, back in front of you, and squat. Exhale up, pee on the fire hydrant. Circle it around.
My right side is
Huh?
than my left side.
It's harder?
The right side is easier for me.
One more. Really good one. Slow this last one down to make it really challenging. Slow motion. And then our very last part of warm up, set your feet down, shake it out a little bit. Come here. We're gonna start, this is the Qigong inspired exercise. Just be super relaxed. You can be standing shoulder distance apart. We're starting up on the kinetic chain, going all the way down to our ankles, but starting at our eyes. We're gonna work on rotation. So all that's moving is your eyes. Look to the left. Don't move your head. Look to the right. So really trying to look as far as you can into your peripheral vision each way, strengthening those eye muscles. Actually tiring for me.
I know, actually kind of like, I feel it.
I feel it a lot, and I'm hardly moving. Keep doing that a little more. Now integrate the neck. Now you can look where your eyes were going. Look left, and look right.
So at my physical therapist appointment, they told me that my looking left and right for me is limited. Like they said, usually people have a 180-degree turns, but mine is like half of that.
Oh man, this would be really good for you to practice more. I'm a little more limited looking to the right. Yeah, so really just slow it down. Let your eyes tell your neck where to go. Try to get there. It's okay if you don't make it there today. Adding on, this is the challenging one. We're not moving the thoracic spine, but we're gonna move the shoulders a little bit. So let the shoulders come forward and back without rotating much below them. So now it's eyes, neck, and shoulders are moving. Now we're gonna let the thoracic spine rotate with that, so it should feel really good now. You're getting that thoracic spine to rotate. You can get a little more arm movement if you would like, as long as you are keeping your hips shining forwards. Now we're gonna make it a little bit more of a swing with the arms. Let the arms tap your kidneys. So you're still keeping your waist and your hips forward. They're not moving, but get a little more intensity to that swing. And that is moving. There we go. You can even close your eyes if you would like. Open them, whatever. Adding on, let your foot and your waist rotate. So you're kind of, I need to get off my mat, it keeps moving. Yeah, so let that foot rotate, let that hip move. Your whole body is just super loose. Arms are floppy. And then come back to stillness, shoulder distance apart, just isolating the very end of the kinetic chain, our ankle. Bring the ankles out into like a wide second position, and then bring them in. So we're doing abduction, adduction at the ankles. Just getting that rotation only at the ankles and the hips. Now don't let the hips move and try to do internal rotation or inversion and eversion at the ankle alone. So your palms of your foot, your soles of the foot face each other, and then they face away. Palm of the foot. What did I say? Okay, shake it out, and then we are coming onto our mat, onto our butt on that. You can still see. Okay, cool. Body twist is first. So I cannot really see you. Maybe you can tilt it down a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So starting with spine twist, adding something that I thought of, and it's probably silly, but spine twist, then we're doing a teaser variation.
All right.
So sit up as straight as you can, hands on top of your knees. And then bend your knees to really get a nice tall spine on top of your hips. And if you can, let your knees straighten towards the mat, but don't lose that posture. your spine. So if you need to, you can have a slight knee bend to maintain that stacked posture. And then glue your legs together, dorsiflex the ankles. Okay, arms in a T, palms facing down. Arms are reaching left and right. Inhale to grow nice and tall. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, double sniff, rotate to the left. So it's a double pulse on the inhale. Exhale, come home. Right side, double inhale. So just keep repeating that left and right. Kind of stay nice and tall. On that second inhale, see if you can rotate a little more. And then come back to home with your arms out in a T. We're going to add on a little bit, slowing it down. We're going to rotate on the exhale. So inhale, grow tall. Exhale, rotate left. Stay there. Inhale, see if you can grow a little taller. So we're staying in that rotation now. And then exhale, can you rotate a tiny bit more to the left? One more time. Inhale, grow taller. And exhale, come home. Same thing on the other side to end it. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, rotate right. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, rotate a centimeter more. Inhale, grow tall. And come home. Coming to the back, you're going to be on your back supine with legs 90 degrees. Tabletop the legs and glue them together. Press your lower back into the mat and elevate your hands, your arms over your shoulders. From here, we're going to do a modified teaser. So inhale. Exhale, use the abdominals to curl up into a bent knee teaser. So right here. And see if you can hold that for like one whole second. Opening up, maybe 5 seconds, I changed my mind. Opening up your chest and then rolling back down with care to that same starting position. Kind of like a dead bug. Squishing a bug under your back while you're here. Inhale, exhale. Trying to balance at the top. Inhale, come back. 2 more, then we're adding on. Exhale, curl up. Reaching towards your feet. Opening up that chest. Don't collapse it. And inhale down. We're gonna add on at the top. We'll add on. Inhale, exhale, curl up and balance. From here, 4 Russian twists. Put your hands together. Twist left, right, left, right. Reach the arms long and come down on an inhale. 2 more of those. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, abdominally curl up. Hands together for 4 twists. Left, right, left, right. Reach long with the arms and curl down on the inhale. We have 1 more of those. Inhale. Exhale, peel off the mat using that deep core musculature. And 4 twists. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, we're going to come to our bellies for swans and semicircles, which is something that is not Pilates, but I like it. So, here. I don't need to face the same way, do you? Okay, so for swans, make sure your legs are extending out from your hip socket and nice and long. And place your hands by your clavicle, by your collarbones. So palms are facing, pressing the mat. Your forehead is on the mat. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine and engage your gluteal muscles. Then inhale, press up through your palms, only halfway. Only halfway. Really thinking about pressing evenly into both palms, your shoulder blades going down your back, feeling that extension in the upper mid-back. Let's take 1 breath here. Exhale, come back to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine and engage your glutes. And inhale, press up a little further this time. So a little more straightening at the elbows if you can. Make sure you're supporting your spine with your abdominal muscles. Exhale, return to the mat. We'll do one more until your fullest expression of swan. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale, press up through your palms. Looking at the edge of your mat so you're not craning the neck. Widening those shoulder blades. One more, inhale. And exhale, gently roll back towards the mat. Lengthen your arms out in front of you. Palms facing down. So you're like reaching in opposition. Reach your arms forward, reach your legs back, really grow nice and long. Decompressing that spine. Adding on. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull the belly button to the spine and engage the glutes. And inhale, lift the arms and the legs. Like you're coming into swimming, but we're not swimming. So really reaching long. Now keep those legs, you're not gonna move them. You're gonna semicircle the arms, come back. And they clasp on your low back. And then they come forwards, palm facing down to where they started. So you're semicircling. You end an internal shoulder rotation with the palms facing up on the lower back. And then you circle back to the starting position, palms down. Coordinating your breath to movement. Long, slow breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Do 2 more semicircles. Then keep your hands clasped on your back and lower your right cheek to the mat. Releasing your legs as well. So just coming into a relaxed position. Something popped up. The meeting has been upgraded. Okay, I don't know what that was. I just pressed okay.
Remove the 40-minute time limit on Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. And now from prone, so I have to get up. We're going to, however you'd like, come to your back. I'm going to come this way so it's easier for you to see me. I have to remember what I want to do. We are doing roll over. So I really have not practiced teaching this, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So onto your back for roll over.
Oh, I like this one.
Huh?
I like this one.
I love roll over. It's just hard for me to cue because I haven't practiced it much, but let's give it a go. So keep your feet on the ground right now and just press your palms and your arms into the mat beside you. So feeling how you're gluing those shoulder blades to the earth along with your arms and your hands. From there, bring one leg up to the ceiling, pointing the foot, and then the other leg up to meet it, and super glue them together to make a mermaid tail. So it's okay to have a slight bend at the knees if you need to. We're gonna ultimately aim to be straight as possible with the legs. So I'm gonna demonstrate one, and then I'll teach you. So for rollover, I'll do it slow motion. We're going to inhale the legs back so they're parallel to the floor, pressing into the arms, using our core to bring our legs up. Then we're going to, on that same inhale, we're going to dorsiflex and separate the legs hip distance apart. We're going to do a super long exhale through the mouth as we articulate one vertebrae at a time, down super slowly the mat, and really engage our core as we lower the legs, not letting the back arch. And then on that same exhale, you bring the legs back to mermaid tail and inhale to restart. So you've done these before, right? Definitely. Okay, so let's start with the legs pointed towards the ceiling, pointed ankles, pointed toes. Pressing evenly through our arms. Let's inhale the legs back, parallel to the mat. Separate them, and then exhale, roll down super slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Lower your legs. On that same exhale, bring your legs together and point the ankles. Inhale back for the rollover. So inhale up and over. Keeping tension out of the neck. Exhale, separate the legs and roll down. Only lowering the legs as much as you can without popping the lower back. And now glue the legs together, point the feet, and inhale for another rep. Exhale, separate the legs, dorsiflex, and roll down. We're changing up things now. So keep the legs there, don't put them together. You can lower them a bit. And then keep the legs separated as you inhale up and over. So this is the reverse direction. Now glue them together and point the ankle and roll down as far as you can without losing the lower back connection. Separate the legs, dorsiflex, and inhale, roll over. Pressure is not in the neck. And then bring the legs together. Exhale down. We'll do one more. At the end of the leg lower, separate the legs, dorsiflex, and inhale up and over. Super glue the legs together, point the ankles, and exhale, roll back down. Bringing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug.
Good job. That was good teaching.
Thanks. I actually was better than I thought with teaching that because I have not practiced that one in a long time.
I haven't done it in a while either. Not a lot of people teach it.
So my transition, I remember at the training they said we should do more flat back bridges after deep flexion. And we just did deep flexion. So let's do that. Keep your feet on the mat, arms by your side. And we're gonna do a few flat back bridges. We're gonna do 10 of them. So inhale to prepare, exhale, engage the glutes, come up with a flat back and down for 10 reps. If you wanna make it harder, bring the arms, hover them over your shoulders. So you're not relying on pressing into the arms. Just using your glutes and hamstrings. Make sure your inner thighs are engaged. Keep the legs from moving left and right. As always, I can't count, so let's do 3 more and hold it at the top. 2 and 3, hold it at the top. Little pulses up and down an inch. Hold it at the top, bring your arms back down, press them into the ground. Tabletop the left leg, single leg bridge, and then point the foot towards the ceiling. Dorsiflex down to meet the other knee, plantar flex up. We're doing a paintbrush movement, down and up. So your challenge here is to not let the right leg move, keep that knee tracking right out of the hip socket, reaching forwards. We're doing 5 paints on each side. So I think this was about 5. Bring your leg back through tabletop, set it down. Without letting the hips come down, bring the right leg to 90-degree tabletop. And then straighten it towards the sky. Dorsiflex down, plantar flex up. Yeah, good job keeping your hips stable. No hip drops here. Two more. Inhale down and exhale up. Come back to the tabletop with the leg and gently press it back into the ground. And then flat back down to the mat. And then from here, we're going to build to corkscrew. So we're going to start with, we're going to do windshield wipers first and then corkscrew prep. So windshield wipers, keep the hands and the arms pressing into the mat. Bring the legs up as straight as possible, pointing your ankles. And then from here, just inhale, exhale, let your legs shift to the left. The right leg will kind of glide down the left. Exhale, come up. Inhale. I said it wrong. I think we exhale to the side. Inhale, back up. So exhale to the side. Inhale, up. So just notice the leg gliding on top of the outer leg. So the inner leg is gliding down. We're stabilizing the hips. We're not allowing our hip bones to pop off of the mat here. So it's a small shift left, come home. Small shift right. Now see if you can press your arms and shoulders into the mat anymore. Really isolate the movement in the legs. One more each side. Hug the knees towards the chest. We're gonna make that a little different by making it more mobilizing for the hips. So all we're changing is instead of letting one leg slide on the other, we're gonna keep those feet glued together, bring our arms a little wider, like more of a V, and we're going to keep the feet together, let the right hip pop off the mat, come home, let the left hip pop off the mat, but don't let the shoulders pop off the mat, then come home. So let the legs go left, feet are glued together, and come up. This one's harder. So inhale left, exhale, come up, home. Inhale right. So this is getting more hip mobility. The last one was hip stability. Do one more left, one more right.
Back.
Strong through the shoulders, gluing them down. Okay, hug the knees to the chest. Circle them around a little bit, whatever you need. Coming into corkscrew prep. Straighten the legs up to the ceiling, pointing through the ankles again, and the arms come down by your side, pressing into the earth. So corkscrew prep. We're going to mobilize the hips, let them move left and right. So we're going to inhale, draw your legs to the right. You're circling them down, keeping your lower back pressed into the mat. We're doing this really slow. Inhale through center and exhale up to the left, back to the starting position. Reversing, inhale down to the left. Exhale up to the right. So you inhale for half, you exhale for half. Inhale the legs down to the right. Exhale up through the left and the center. As you're doing these, things to think about. Make sure your lower back is in contact with the mat to protect your spine. Make sure your shoulders and your arms are supporting you by pressing into the mat. We'll do one more. Nice, hug the knees to the chest. One more prep exercise that my friend taught me, and I think it's super cool for corkscrew, and then we're gonna just tackle corkscrew, and that's pretty much our last one. So this one's really cool. It's a hip bridge prep for corkscrew. So keep your arms by your side. Get ready to come up into an articulated bridge. We'll start with 3 normal bridge articulations. So inhale, exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll up, peel your spine off the mat to a bridge. And then roll down from upper, mid to lower back. 2 more just like that. Really going 1 vertebrae at a time, up and down. As if you were going up into your 4th one, come up as normal, and then hold it at the top. So we're doing a corkscrew bridge. So I'm gonna try my best to cue this corkscrew bridge. This is going to tell your back what it's going to be doing during corkscrew. So it's a preparation for it. So what we're gonna do is hip drop the left hip. So the left hip drops. Now I want you to roll down from your left spine. So you're rolling down the left spine to the left hip. Let the right hip come to the mat. So your pelvis is neutral. Now raise the left hip, let the right hip drop as you peel off the right side of your spine, coming back up to a bridge. Reversing that, let the right hip drop. And then roll down from the right upper, mid to lower back. Let the left hip meet in neutral pelvis at the mat. Let the left hip drop and the right hip hike. Peel off the mat from the left lower back, mid to upper back. 1 more rep. Let the left hip drop. Roll down, left upper, mid, low back. Right hip. Peel off the mat by dropping the right hip, rolling from lower right back up. And then hold it here at the top of your bridge. Both hips are even. Now articulate down. Just a normal bridge articulation, down to the mat. For corkscrew. So try to remember what your spine did there during corkscrew. Bring the legs up, mermaid tail to the ceiling, pointing your feet. Bring the legs as much as you can today. And arms press into the mat. Inhale through the nose as you use your core to bring your legs up parallel to the floor. Make sure that it's just like your roll up and you're not having tension in your neck. It's a nice stretch on the back of the spine. From here, corkscrew through the back, just like before. Bring the legs to the left. So let your legs go towards the left. Exhale, roll down the left side of your spine. Inhale, swing the legs through center. Try to keep your lower back into the mat. And exhale, let the right hip come down and roll up the right side of your spine, coming back to that rollover position. Reverse. Exhale, roll down the right side of the spine, all the way to the right hip. Inhale through center. Exhale, come up the left side of the spine. Back to rollover. Let's do one more rep. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, legs come to the left. Roll down the left side of your spine. As you come through center, make sure you're in the center of your mat still. You haven't shifted. And exhale, peel off the right side of the spine. Back to rollover. Inhale. And exhale, as slow as you can, roll through center. All the way down. Hugging your knees to your chest. Momentum now to roll up. So getting a little more momentum with every roll. And then roll up to seated. I'm gonna face you. Keep your soles of your feet. I'm gonna call it the palms of the feet again. Keep the palms of the feet pressed together and bring it out a little in front of you. So you have a little more of a diamond shape. From here, just grab the mid shin and try to pull your spine up into a little extension, looking to the ceiling. Kind of like in yoga, they do cat, cow. This would be our cow. Now exhale, tuck your tailbone, straighten your arms, round your spine into a cat, looking down, rounding your back. Inhale to cow, looking up. Exhale, cat. So really tuck and untuck your tailbone here. Untuck the tailbone, look up. A few more at your own pace. Then come up neutral. That means no looking up, no looking down. Just look forward, stacking yourself over your pelvis. Take your right hand to the left shin. And the left hand reaches behind you for a spinal twist. Make sure your hips are grounded. And you're looking back over your left shoulder. Standing as tall as you can over your pelvis. One more breath in through the nose. Exhale, come home. Switch. Left hand on the right shin. Right hand reaches back behind you. Fingertips on the floor. And look over that right shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale, come home. Then I'm just gonna add one last neck stretch because it feels really good. Take your right hand and bring it behind your back. So it's like this. So put that hand behind your back and take your left hand and kind of grab the right bicep, pulling that arm down a little bit. So if you can see me right here, I'm kind of pulling it down. And then from there, so your left hand is grabbing your right bicep, pulling it down. Pretend that your left shoulder is a bone, and you're going to bring your left ear to the left shoulder. So you're just laterally flexing the neck to get a stretch on the right side of it. By pulling that right arm down, we help to get an increased stretch on the right side of the neck. Do you feel that?
Dude, this is so good. I love it.
Okay, good. So I can't see your neck, but I just trust you're doing it right. And don't worry about changing the camera.
Good.
Little variation, and listen carefully. It's a tiny movement. So right now we're listening to that invisible bone on our left ear. Now you're just going to gaze towards your armpit. Your neck will follow. That's it. Just a tiny little adjustment, looking towards your armpit. Tuck your chin a little bit, double chin movement. You should feel this a little more on your upper neck, close to your occipital bone, back of the skull. And last little adjustment here, you're going to draw U's with your chin. Look up, and then on the diagonal. So you're just drawing a U with your chin from this position. Two more U's. Come back to listening to that phone, lateral flexion. Release the arm and gently come back up. Then switch your arms. Bring the left arm across your back, and the right hand is going to grab that bicep and kind of guide that shoulder down. And your neck is stacked over your breastbone right here. Now gently, laterally flex to listen to the phone on your right shoulder. Feel that opening up of the left side of your neck. Also getting hip stretch. Now that little adjustment from here, let your eyes and your neck look towards your right armpit. And do that double chin. Tuck your chin a little bit. Ooh, I feel that. And now paint the U's going up on the diagonal to the right, up on the diagonal a little left. So it's such a tiny movement. You're just doing this little tracing of a U. Your chin. As you're looking up to the right on the diagonal. Two more U's. And then gently release the arms, bring them back to your shins, and then restack the neck over your breastbone. And we're done.
Seriously, that was great. Love it.
Can we turn off the recording thingy thing? If it actually recorded. Okay. Yeah, I added the neck thing impromptu, but it kind of ended up being exactly 45 minutes, which I was hoping for more like 30 to 40, but I wanted to add that neck because my neck was hurting this morning.
My physical therapist session, we did that same move where we looked down and up and to the side. Like, yes, I love that.
Do you remember doing the little U's as well?
We didn't do that. So that was new. That's cool.
I know, at the PT clinic, I did my little internship at before realizing I wanted to go into teaching instead of PT.
Yeah.
They taught us like how to do that whole thing. Like I showed you, like, it's kind of hard for me to explain over the video, but you got it. Because if you're on a chair, you can hold onto the chair to keep you depressed in the arm and shoulder.
Oh.
Or you can you can hold on to something, or you can just pull it down.
Oh.
So they did that whole thing, like that's all from the PT clinic. So listen to the phone, look towards your armpit, double chin, so it gets more up here, and then the So it always feels so good. I'm like, I need to do that more often.
I have some neck things we're gonna do as well. I like hitting the tape and then just like looking side to side against pressure on tape.
Against what?
Against pressure. So do you have a let me see, what's it called? A athletic tape? Let me get it.
Athletic tape. I have a. Oh yeah, I thought, okay, tape. I have that same exact thing.
Okay, what's it called? I forget.
TheraBand.
TheraBand, yeah.
Okay, that's really good to know that you have one because next time we meet, I would love to challenge myself and literally just teach you 30 minutes with this.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Next time,
Yes, let's do that.
I'm gonna
Okay,
write it down real quick because I didn't know you had the same one as me. No one has it.
and yeah, because I do this session with one of my Club Pilates members. She's a ballet dancer, and she doesn't have this, and I want to teach her things on this too. So I can't wait for you to teach it.
Cool. I want to maybe. Oh, it'd be cool.
What?
Next time we meet, you teach me about 30 minutes on the TheraBand, and I teach you 30 minutes.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Okay, let's do that.
All right. So 30 minutes each, all TheraBand.
Do you want to spread it out on different days, or do you think one day would be good?
We could probably do all in one day if we try to keep it just to 30 minutes.
Okay, let's try that.
I'll practice, and it should be easier because it's just TheraBand.
I'm gonna teach it outside and like at a park or something.
Nice.
Yeah, see how that goes.
Just make sure like it's not too loud to hear.
Oh, true. Okay, I got you.
I would advise. But yeah, there's a saved video. This girl, Grace Hurry, I'm gonna write her down.
Okay.
She did this like super fast motion, so I'm gonna have to like hit pause all the time. Video with TheraBand variations from Pilates, and they're all super creative things. So I'm gonna challenge myself to learn her video and teach it to you.
Okay. I've been watching this guy named Jeremy Ether, and he has a lot of like kinesiology background, and he explains the muscles very well. So I'm gonna try to do like learn some more of his stuff, and I'll try to teach you that.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and text me that person you're doing or you're watching from.
Yeah, I'll send you her video link on Instagram. I saved it, and I haven't yet tried to learn it.
All right.
But she has a lot of golden things with the TheraBand.
Okay, sure. All
Okay.
right. When you're ready, I just want you to find a comfortable seat. You can use a pillow or a yoga block to sit on.
A pillow or yoga block.
And let's get our trigger point ball and your foam roller. That works, yeah. Foam roller, trigger point ball, and your kinesthetic tape.
Okay.
Okay, so let's sit down, crisscross applesauce. We're gonna get our tape. You're just gonna place it behind your head, give it some pull, and you're gonna apply pressure at that mid-head region behind the occipital bone. Get some comfortable position. You're gonna look to the side, left and right. Let's keep our shoulders back and down. You're just gonna feel some tension at the neck.
Sorry, barking.
That's all right.
Shush, Andy.
All right, and look forward. We're just gonna look up and down. Very small movements. Be careful when you're looking down. We don't want to add too much pressure there. And give yourself a double chin so that you're not bringing your head too far forward. I'm gonna try not to say All right, same one. All right, and looking forward, you're just gonna bring your head back like a double chin. And relax. Release the tension here. And we're gonna give ourselves some more slack. And I just want you to pull it back and bring it up. Pull it back and down and bring it up. So this is just some good tension and pull for our shoulders and for our chest. So nice. And you're bringing it forward. And now we're just going to do almost like a, what is it called?
Chest expansion?
Yeah, chest expansion on the reformer on a TheraBand. You're gonna pull back. You're gonna bring your shoulder blades together, opening your chest. And on this next one, hold it back for 3, 2, One, and we're gonna place that there, bend down, grab your trigger point ball. We're gonna get the scalene neck muscles. I want you to just go up and down. You can look to the side.
My hair's getting in the way.
Yeah. And try to notice one spot that's tight as we go side to side. We stay near the front of the neck, but we're just rolling around left and right. And try to find that tight spot. We're just gonna twist that trigger point ball using the sticky. Oh, you don't have a.
No, but
Yeah.
this is like the balance body pinky ball. I think it works well now.
Okay, yeah. In this trigger point ball, there's the black parts that are more sticky and are a little bigger than the green parts. So it gets like that.
This one still feels good though.
Yeah, cool. All right.
I couldn't really learn much about trigger point stuff in my training, so this is cool.
Oh, good. I learned a lot in my training. All right, so we're gonna go to the back of the neck and towards the spine, but we're not gonna ever touch the bone. We're just going in that area. I really like this. I do it by myself sometimes.
Yeah, this is really good if you've been slouching, reading, or on your computer a lot.
Yeah. But my neck is finicky a lot of times, so.
We definitely did some stuff, like we did a lot of foot release stuff on the ball at the training.
Oh,
And we did like shoulder on your back, supine with the ball, and like doing like shoulder, like arm movements at different points in the scapula. We just didn't do it a lot of like stuff like this on the neck.
that's cool too. I like that. Those things too. All right, so we're gonna go underneath our occipital bone, and you're still on one side of the body. You're just gonna go side to side into that pressure, and so we're relaxing the fascia and relieving the tightness of the muscles in the fascia. Fascia is just connective tissue that connects muscles, and sometimes we don't want it too tight anyway. Let's go and switch over to the opposite side, and we're just underneath the occipital bone, side to side.
I heard that fascia regenerates like every 24 to 48 hours.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We learned that in our training, and I thought it was like it stuck with me because I'm like, that's like super fast.
Yeah. Well, how fast do muscles regenerate?
I mean, they're always constantly like repairing and breaking down. When you're doing a strength workout, like you're breaking down your muscle, but then like right away, it's going to repair itself if you have sufficient nutrients and everything and rest.
All right. And we're gonna move towards the side in front of the neck, and you're ready. And I usually just foam roll for about a minute or less, maybe 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going up and down the scalenes. Try to get that sternocleidomastoid.
Yeah. Oh, it's tight on the side. It always is.
Mine is the right side, and so is yours.
I have chronic like right side shoulder and neck pain and tension, so that's why this is like this and like therapy and stuff is like so invaluable for me. Like I need to do it way more often than I am.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Add some twists when you're ready.
That's so cool. I've never tried the twisting thing.
I learned it from a YouTube video from this really interesting guy. He's like, all right. And we're gonna relax that trigger point ball. You can trigger point your hand. So like when I am about to play guitar, I'll sometimes kind of trigger point the right hand so that it's more like less tight and more like fluid.
Oh, can you do it on the ground? Like
I kind of just do this like that, but you can do it on the ground because that's pretty interesting too.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah. Let's try it. Okay, so we're just going to get our right hand, and you're going to apply pressure with your palm towards the big fat thumb part of your hand.
That's all the thenar eminence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it probably applies to your brother because if he plays guitar, he might enjoy like a nice like trigger point release.
Yeah.
All right. You see those, the balls of your hands, you're just gonna go up and down around them. We're trying not to tackle the bone too much, more so just the areas between. And when you're ready in the center, just go in a circle. Yeah. And we'll do the other side. Actually, I think hitting the floor would probably be good too.
Nice on the floor, you can put a little pressure
Yeah.
into it.
We're getting in between the webbings, between the fingers. Going in a circle in the palm for the soles. All right. And let's relax. We're gonna go trigger point. So you can use your foam roller. I'm gonna use my ball because I don't have the big one. So we're gonna start with our quadriceps. We're gonna move from muscle to muscle about a minute each. What we're gonna do, we begin with our left knee pretty bent, like you're almost doing a pigeon, but we're not rotating. We're just keeping it bent. And I want you to slide that foam roller up and down your quad, starting from the outside of the quad.
Starting from what?
Starting from the outside of the quad, we're going to just go up and down. And then you're going to slowly move side to side, going all the way up, or going halfway, all the way up and halfway to the middle. All the way up, halfway to the middle. And then you're going to move towards the inside of the leg.
Oh, it's tight on the inside.
Yep, adjusting yourself to what works. All right, and now we're gonna just stay in the middle, find a tight spot. We're just gonna hold it here. Option is for you to lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower for about 30 seconds here. Any spot that feels tight.
This is necessary. Oh, I need to do this more.
It feels good. And now go all the way to the bottom, so we're above the knee, and then to the mid-range, to the middle. Moving from the outside, then to the inside. Going for about a minute. Did you learn this stuff?
We did it on the roller, but not on the ball.
Yeah, I'm just doing it on the ball because I don't have the foam roller.
I think you guys probably learned more than we did about just trigger point in general.
We learned a day's worth, I think, or maybe like 3 hours worth. All right, so stay in a tight spot near the bottom or near the knee, and you're just going to lift the leg, and then you can bring it side to side. It's like you have a mermaid fin, and you're just swaying left and right.
I'm like tighter than I thought in my quad.
I'm really tight in my quad because of squats. I teach that ballet bar part.
Section.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do more of that. Like tonight, I'm meeting with my friend.
Switch sides?
And she's like new to Pilates.
Uh-huh.
She's work on her leg strength, and I'm gonna include your bar section
Oh, cool.
to practice it. Other leg, or are we?
Other leg, please.
Okay, let me switch.
And I'm using a pillow for my forearms so that I can maneuver around easier. So feel free.
Okay, I think I'm probably good here. That's a good idea. How did you want us to start again?
We're going to start from the outside of the thigh, then slowly move inside, and we're going from the top of the quad to the middle of the quad.
Okay, top to middle. I mean, we did learn stuff, but I don't think we learned like it in much detail. There's not much in the manual, but I'd love to like really work on this more because it feels so good and I want to be able to teach it confidently.
Got it. So we're spanning along the lines of the muscle and the fascia. So right now, for the quad, it can be vertical. The glutes, we're gonna go vertical and horizontal. Stay in one area. Then just lift the knee or the foreleg and lower. Lift and lower. Finding that tight spot.
Yeah, that's good.
And feel free to just switch to another spot as we finish up these 30 seconds. Breathing in and breathing out. And slowly relaxing it, preparing to go towards the bottom, near the knee, and then back to the middle. Standing left and right, full movements, completing that straight line. And staying in one spot, lifting that knee up and side to side swipes. So that foam roller, sometimes they have indentations. There's sometimes the indentations are like really small, like tiny squares, and that is more focused surface area. So it's more like, you can imagine it as a knuckle. And then sometimes it has a wider surface area. You can imagine that as like the palm. And so the smaller the surface area, the more focus pressure you'll have.
Oh yeah, some of those hurt kind of.
They do. All right, we're gonna go from the right inner thigh now. So what's gonna happen? You're going to keep that left leg bent, and then you're just gonna bring it to the inner thigh, and we're gonna go side to side along the lines of the inner thigh.
Dog hair on my roller.
Yep, there you go. Going from the middle range.
The inner thigh is kind of hard to roll out. Like it's.
Okay, so actually try straightening the left leg and like behind you. So what I'm doing is the left leg is kind of like skewed out to the side, and I'm shifting my hips side to side.
Okay, that works better.
Yeah.
I thought I was trying to copy what you did and I saw you wrong.
And then we're gonna go to the middle to the top when you're ready. By the way, I really love your teaching. I think it's like one of my my favorite like classes and like styles of teaching.
Oh my goodness, are you sure? That's so nice of you to say.
Like seriously, I'm trying to like emulate that.
I love your teaching too.
Great. Sorry, what?
I was just saying, I really love your teaching too. Like you have so much knowledge and like you go above and beyond what what am I saying? Core Pilates, Club Pilates taught you. And that's like what I'm trying to do too. Like I want to go above and beyond what Balanced Body taught us.
And switching sides. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, switching sides. I think I've neglected to roll my legs for a while, and I feel like
I actually haven't really rolled either. I think 2 weeks ago I kind of just had a long foam roller from this one thing, and I just laid on it, and like that's the only thing I did.
Well, the thing I avidly do on it is the shoulder circuit that we learned in Balanced Body for like shoulder, for shoulder release, because I'm always there and it helps me a lot. I do it before bed.
Ooh. And that's where you lay your spine on it and you're like shoulder protracting and retracting.
I'll have to show it to you sometime.
Okay. I can borrow a foam roller from somebody, so I'll grab it when you teach it, whenever.
Okay. And it's a really good one. All the shoulder stuff on it.
All right, we're gonna finish up here, and let me know if you're kind of need more direction. Now, my favorite, you're gonna get this ball. You're gonna get the ball now, and we're gonna place it. Imagine your obliques are running in a V, and you want that that ball at that V, um, between the stomach and between the hip, and it's not gonna be on the bone. So this is the psoas, and we're just gonna press our hips into the ground. You're gonna squeeze your glutes first, and then you're gonna squeeze the belly, and then you're just gonna hold here. 3 deep breaths.
That feels good.
And now place your hands along your collarbone. And when you're ready, just do a tiny chest lift, really elongating out the crown of your head, away and long from the tailbone. Hold for 10. Squeezing the glute. Breathe. And lower and relax everything. Rest your left ear down. And bring yourself to start. Squeeze your glutes, lift the chest up slightly. Hold for 10. Squeeze. And lower. And let's switch.
Ooh, that's so good.
That one's good too. I love that one. You can just sway your hips left and right and try to like notice how you feel. And let's place the left side on between the hip, between the stomach, along that V line. All right. We're just gonna place our arms, our hands by our collarbone. You're gonna squeeze your glutes and hold still. And relax. Now squeeze and lift the chest up. And relax. And squeeze up. And relax. We'll do this one last time. All right, go.
I think we did something like this, and then she added like leg lifts.
Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? That's a good one. Let's add that if you want. It'll be unbalanced, but you can try how that feels.
I think just to get more of a quad in front of the hip.
And you could do the mermaid swipes to get like different areas of the psoas. All right. All right. We're gonna go into our chest. So let me know how that works for you. As a guy, I'm just gonna place some pressure on the top part of my chest muscle and just go side to side. And then we're just gonna go a bit lower. Does that work for you?
For me, I don't think for a lot of women, but yeah, definitely you have to gauge it by the client. Yeah.
I don't know if I learned this, but like I think it works.
Yeah, it feels good. Pec minor, mine's always really good.
Okay. I feel like people neglect the chest a lot, especially for women.
You're a penguin and being like,
Oh yeah, I like it.
I just did it on accident. It feels good. I put it on like near the kind of the upper chest.
Okay, I love penguins. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, that feels good. I like that. Okay.
penguin rolls.
I'm just gonna when you're ready, just find a tight spot and then just sink down into it and lift yourself up. And you can switch to the other side if you haven't. And sink
And what?
and sink slightly.
Okay.
Don't collapse your entire body, but just stay slightly lifted. And relax. All right. And feel free to just stretch your neck once more, up and down, both sides. All right. And now we're going to go into the final part. So what we're going to do is get our glute max.
Can I get the roller?
Oh, yeah, you can get your roller for this part.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to go first glute max. So just towards more of the side of the butt. So we're not going to hit the hips. You're just going to go up and down. Do you feel like your body and your fitness levels are declining or getting better?
During quarantine in particular, or?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been fine because I usually like didn't rely super heavily on the gym anyways. I would do a lot of things just at home or in nature.
Oh, nice.
So like it's not a huge change for me.
We're shifting side to side.
Using the rowing machine a lot at the gym for my shoulder. So I've been doing that. I feel like I haven't been doing enough shoulder strengthening things, but I don't have excuses because I have 5, 3, 8 pound dumbbells. I have a slam ball. I have 35 and 15 pound kettlebells here. So I'm able to still do stuff.
All right, and we're gonna sway side to side, left and right, getting our glute med and glute med and piriformis mostly. Well, that's good. I like how you are doing things at home because I find that when I focus on things at home, I am like challenging myself a little more. Like at the gym, I would kind of just like not really think about what I'm doing and just like go from machine to machine. But now I'm like trying to be more creative with my workouts.
Yeah. Like there's a lot you can do even if you don't have weights, just using of course your body weight. I am so glad I have a few weights though.
Okay, great. And let's switch sides. And for this one, so you don't get your wrists irritated, you can maybe get a pillow underneath your body and sway side to side.
Oh, what?
You can try getting a pillow underneath your shoulders if you feel the wrists are hurting. So that way you can just use your hips to massage.
Use my forearm too.
Yeah. We're going up and down first. Side to side. And then after this, we're going to get the hamstrings and then the calves and then the feet, and then we'll be done.
Working the way down.
And then try to stay in the piriformis area and just go up and down there. Side to side. I like to squeeze my glutes so that I feel the muscle engage. And we're just going to sway side to side here. In a spot you feel tight, you can just squeeze and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. All right. Let's go down to our hamstrings.
I always roll around so much with this roller. I move so much.
Oh yeah. That's like sometimes you got it, and then sometimes you're like, okay, what is going on?
Yeah. I like to cross my legs so I can like get more onto the hamstring.
Yeah, I like that. I'm
Um,
actually surprised. Go ahead.
with the ball, it's probably a little different.
It's a little different, but I'm surprised because it works pretty well. Like this tiny ball, like I'm feeling a pretty good massage.
Good, then you can use it for a lot of things.
Uh,
I'm moving. Huh.
what'd you say?
I just said I keep moving.
Oh yeah. All right. Where are you at with your thigh? Did you already finish?
Yeah, I got left and right.
Okay, got it. So now we're just going to
Other way.
go the other leg. Yes. I do the middle, and then I do a cross sectioning where you're basically just like externally and internally rotating the leg here, or just holding it, and then I go into the other section from the middle to the top. All right. Going towards your calves. So you have two heads along your upper calf. So we're just going to go from the top of the outside of the calf and down towards the middle, from the top to the middle. Getting this single head first.
I always feel like this is a little bit of a core workout.
It is, seriously.
Getting the calf, the little pike.
Oh yeah. I like wearing like sliding pants because I don't have to lift my body as much. So now we're gonna go towards the inside of the calf with the other hip. And you can add a leg on top, and that's gonna really give you some pressure. And let's go into our soleus. So from the bottom of your leg to the top.
Battery 80%. Connected to iPhone.
Stay in the middle. Let's internally, externally rotate the leg. Dorsiflex, toes in. And switch. So the outside of the calf towards the middle of the leg. Have you ever thought about going into massage therapy?
School?
Yeah, like become a what's it called, a masseuse.
I think they don't prefer to be called masseuses anymore because I was talking to someone, like an acquaintance who did that, and she said that has a connotation of like sexual.
Oh,
So,
got it. Yeah, I think somebody told me that too. I think they want to be called massage therapists.
yeah, just so you don't insult someone on accident. I like briefly thought about it, but then I heard about how like wearing it is on your body because like a lot of them get carpal tunnel early on from all the excessive kneading and body working that they do.
Uh,
It can be like really wearing on your joints, on your hand especially.
yeah. I know.
It would be really cool to do all that and whatnot, but I feel like you just get overused. And I think about it like you're kind of forwardly flexed a lot and you're working on them to get them to feel better. But in the meantime, you're deteriorating your posture. And
Seriously, yeah.
you
It's,
want it?
I thought about it just because I find it interesting.
I find it super interesting. I just don't think I would want to commit to it as a career.
I feel like both of us are pretty like we take care of our bodies. Like even like when we're teaching, we're trying not to like do too much to it. So yeah, I feel like
As a teacher, when to like stop and watch if you're too tired.
uh,
Or,
and you kind of just like use one of your favorite students to demonstrate. And let's go to our foot.
I'm gonna use the ball now.
Oh yes, use the ball. You can actually use the foam roller, but it's gonna be too distributed. All right, we're gonna go from the heel to the middle of the foot, inside, moving inside and outside. Full range, up and down, from the middle to the bottom of the heel. My inside feels pretty like it gives me like a little like electric-y irritation
What does the inside hurt?
inside of the near the big toe.
Oh.
And we're gonna stay in the middle, sway side to side. And up and down.
I'm gonna make stewed apples and amaranth porridge after this.
Stewed apples and what porridge?
I've never made either of them, but I'm trying to like be more creative with my cooking during quarantine. My friend Hope works at Whole Foods, and she got all these bulk items for free that she didn't want, so she gave me amaranth. It's like a grain, and they're super tiny. It kind of looks like couscous, but it's like a different grain. And I looked up a recipe for a stewed apple, cinnamon, maple.
Hi, everybody. Oh, nice. Okay.
It looks
Are you still cooking at your house or at this?
doghouse.
So are you gonna cook it at the doghouse?
Yeah, I'm living here. It's my new house for a little while,
Oh, got it.
for another month now.
Did they give you like a sleeping room?
Yeah, I have a room here, and I mean, I'm just the one manning the house and the dog and the mail and everything. I need to go finish weeding their backyard. It's getting pretty bad. Because they're in Mexico out waiting Corona. They got to Mexico before Corona got bad, but they have a second home there, so they're fine.
Okay. Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really nice trade-off. I really like staying with Indy. Like he's being really nice right now. Like he, I've known him for like 6 years, this doggy. So
How did you meet this family from the job or?
my grandparents' friends
Okay.
from the athletic club they go to.
Awesome. Okay. So let's do our last section. We're just gonna do our facial massage. So I'm gonna put some hand sanitizer on.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hand real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Be right back.
Later.
Okay. Let me-
Sitting crisscross, however you feel comfortable. Let's really get our spine long, our shoulders relaxed, and we're gonna take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe in and out. Try to getting your spine nice and tall. Relaxing the eyebrows, relaxing the jaw, shoulders. Relax and unclench the glutes. Unclench the feet. As you exhale, imagine the color of your breath. Visualizing how that color fills up the room. Slowly, we're gonna slide our hands together, get it nice and warm. Rubbing the thumbs towards each other. And using the inside of your thumbs, you're just gonna press in towards the sides of the mouth. Inhale, exhale. Bring the thumbs slightly higher. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring it higher. Inhale. Now we're going to go towards the eyebrows, go to the sides. And exhale, shifting it. Inhale. And at the temples, running it in circles. And then using the entire palm, we're just going to press into our eyes. And then make it to bigger circles, getting the entire face. All right, and then slowly fingertips, pianoing your face up and down. Relaxing your jaw, maybe going behind your neck. All right, slapping your face. Awesome job. All right.
Oh, I feel always like a little tingly after. Like
I know.
I just awakened.
It kind of feels like I've gotten like a massage after, like a real massage, and then afterwards it kind of just like.
Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I really liked your class. That was great.
Thanks. I was trying to challenge myself with some of those harder exercises. I definitely want to practice cueing them more often. But like, I'm glad you liked it, and I loved like all of that trigger point stuff. It really is inspiring me to like look in the manual and see what notes I did have on that, and then just to learn more because it feels so necessary.
Same.
I really want to work on like cueing this one more. I think maybe next time you do it, I'll record it, or maybe if you have a recording of you doing it, because I keep forgetting like how you start it and everything you do. And I was trying to teach my friend, and I was like, I forgot everything but these.
Okay. Yeah, I feel the same way about you. So I recorded this one and I'll upload it and I'll send it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying, and I recorded what I did earlier. I'm trying to just like record more stuff so like I remember what I did and I can like share it with people.